thousands of pounds of food for the homeless. So thank you so much, and have a great weekend. We're out of time. Neil Rogers is coming up next. Have a great weekend, everybody.
The views expressed on the previous
how much food do we collect for George?
Hosts, guests, and callers, and do not reflect those of the Beasley Broadcast Group,
George might be in another hour.
advertisers, or agencies.
You think?
The biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
560 WQAM presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk to Neil, dial 567-0560 in Dade and Broward. In other counties, call toll-free 877-785-NEIL or pound 560 on your AT&T and Verizon wireless phones. The opinions expressed by Neil, his guests, or his callers do not represent those of WQAM management, staff, or sponsors. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM.
It's Friday, you bastard.
Hey, it's Vince here for the Sham Ow, the towel that soaks up anything. You won't believe this friggin' towel. Soaks up water, milk, Kool-Aid, hooker blood, your own blood after a hooker bites your tongue, the tears that you can't stop shedding once you realize that your career's over before it ever really started, soda, everything. The Sham Ow. Call now because you know we can't do this all day. We're busy waiting for our lawyers to get to the station so we can tell the cops exactly what happened. I'm Vince for the Sham Ow. My life is over. Order now.
Good luck to you, Vince. You'll need it. How is his nuts doing, by the way? Well, what's that thing called? A slap chop?
Slap chop, yep.
Well, you wouldn't eat one of those because it's meat. How about a lamb chop?
Sure.
You know, you're not
the
eating
puppet?
lamb chops.
You mean the puppet, right? The hand puppet lamb chop?
Sherry, she's dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
What was her name? Sherry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis?
Sherry Lewis. She's still dead. Not Jerry Lewis. Sherry Lewis. So George might be stopping by at 11 o'clock, huh?
That's the word.
Thunderbird. I thought he was in there this morning.
No, he was just talking to me on my cell phone.
He was on the cell phone, and it sounded from here, from where I sit, 1,200 miles away, it sounded like George was in there. Bop, 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 bop. And I wonder, how come he's not talking to me? He hates you. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah. He was on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, Cher is having another son at the age of 63, it says. It's her former daughter, Chastity, is going to become her son. Cher has another son already, Elijah Blue, from her marriage to Greg Allman. Elijah Blue. Oh, God. The one-time cute little girl, Chastity, who was a regular part of her parents' Sonny and Cher comedy hour, is in the process of a sex change.
Oh, my God.
Now 40, Chastity, a civil rights activist, came out as gay about 20 years ago. There seems to be, I don't know, a lot of confusion in that family.
Yeah.
Because Cher was always much more macho than Sonny. I mean, Sonny was like a fruit fly. He should never have gone skiing. I told him, don't do it, Sonny. Don't do it. Just like Sonny going out on the causeway. Don't do it, Sonny. You'll regret it. Look what they did to my boy. Look how they massacred my boy. I'm sorry. So anyway, Chastity is becoming a guy.
All right.
Well, it's the family is just, I don't know. I mean, Cher is much more macho than most. Okay, here's the poll result from yesterday. A really crappy poll, too, and we apologize profusely for it. I do. 1,026 votes. Religion is blank. I mean, you know, it's okay, but we've done it 8 million times. A man-made crutch for weak people, 307. A bunch of crap, 288. I'll tell you, the one we left off of there would have been good. A hell of a business.
Yeah.
Good business to get into. A good tax-free business. You want a good racket. You want a good scam. Open up a choich. Not very important in my life, 180. Moderately important in my life, 155. And very important in my life, only 96. Less than 10% of this audience are into the religion thing, heavy duty. Oh, the Lord is going to smote you, whatever. Yeah, well, screw him. The Lord. Just amazing how many stupid people there are in this world. You know, billions of really dumb people being led around like sheep by the nose. Here's our poll today. What's your take on the show? And thanks to Bob for getting us to add It's Compelling there at the end. That just went on there. If it would have been on there last night. Oh, it's already got 4 votes.
6.
6 votes. Really? 7. Can't even keep up with it. 340 votes so far. What's your take on the show these days? I Miss George is winning hands down, 111. If he does come in at 11, he'll be pleased to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't make him any money, but
no,
it'll give him a good ego boost. The Dow's down 48 points, by the way. Not off to a great start. I miss George, 111. The show is fine, 48. I love the calls being back, 47. It's weak, 32. It's okay, 32. What show, 27? You know, we do have many people who vote on our polls online who don't listen to the show.
Really?
Don't ask me why. They just, I don't know, I guess they found the website and they just diddle around on there. But they don't listen to the show. Maybe they don't even know about the show. It's great, 24. It's a disaster, 12. And it's compelling, 7. See, I put something on there for everybody, so the people that want to, like, creep it, you know, they can go to it's a disaster, it's weak, yeah, like that.
Right.
But so far, I would say we're doing okay. I love the calls coming back, 47. Boy, that's shocking to me. Now, what's the deal with the phone today? What do you think?
Any day.
Oh, it's still not working?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's give it a test, okay? 567-0560, pound 560 in the Verizon AT&T wireless line, and then that toll-free number for the entire USA, or at least, I don't know, part of it. And I sure hope that guy from Connecticut doesn't call back in. Tony, the UPS driver. Oh, my God. I still haven't recovered from that. 1-877-785-6345. 1-877-785. I don't see anything happening on that phone. Of course, we're on that 18-hour delay, but...
Right.
You think these are working? Let's see. Oh, yeah. They're working all right. Just they have nothing to say. They don't want to socialize with us today, or at least not with me. Oh, here we go. WQAM, hello. Not the singer. You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. I told you this before, and now that we're back to the calls, I'll tell you that again. You are the worst. A jackass on 2 legs. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Ron Bitticor from Fort Myers, Florida. I loved Don and Bob up there next to Brighton High School when I was teaching and coaching up there.
Yeah.
I'd have the burgers, fries with gravy, and raspberry.
It's not there anymore, pal.
It's gone?
Long gone.
Yeah,
it's a
well,
bank.
so am I
It's a
from
bank
there.
now.
Listen to you every day. It's great.
You listen online?
Nope, I listen on the radio, 560 from over here in Fort Myers.
And how's it coming in?
Comes in great.
Excellent. Okay, thanks for the good news, Pally.
You're welcome. Bye.
I'll see you at Sea Breeze. There's still a Don and Bob's at Sea Breeze. For all you Rochesterians out there, both of you. Oh, that's so boring. It's not compelling to talk about Rochester. I would agree with that. It's not a very exciting place. It was an okay place to grow up, like I said. To go to school, the schools were excellent. Schools in New York State are very good, especially compared to Florida. You can't complain about the education the kids get in Florida because, generally speaking, they don't get one.
No, I think the only state worse is Louisiana.
Louisiana, yeah, that's right. Louisiana, where they spend, like, what, about $1 a year for each kid? Louisiana. Ray Nogginhead, man, it's fitting that he's the mayor of New Orleans because he's a moron, and so are most of the people in Louisiana. It's a really dumbass state. WQAM, hello.
Hi, sir. How you doing?
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm always...
Okay. WQAM, hello.
Signal's good, lines work.
All right, what more could we want? Now, there's a real... We need more people like him. Technical... You know, remember Chubby Checkers in Fatso?
Yeah.
This is Technical Checkers. I think we got rid of the wave on the signal, I do believe.
Yeah, I found out what the problem was with that.
What's that?
Well, apparently lightning hit the transmitter, and when it did, it kicked on the backup transmitter.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened was the original transmitter came back on, but the lightning hit took out the meters of the backup transmitter, so we didn't know that it was still on. So we had 2 transmitters on at the same time.
All right.
All right. And fixed it.
Mattaboy fixed it. He's good. You know, I mean, he walks around looking like kind of a dodo bird, but he's okay.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Fix It, because once in a while he fixes it. Thanks, Fix It. So, in other words, that's not going to come back. That's not going to be a permanent thing. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank God.
Oh, God.
We got rid of the... You know, as if we don't have enough other handicaps already.
Yeah, and the backup transmitter is by the Herald building, which explains why it was so bad by the Herald building.
What do you mean by that?
I guess the backup transmitter was washing out the original transmitter, and that's why people were getting no signal by the Herald building. Or the real heavy waves, too. That's what was explained to me.
I see. Well, whoever explained it to you probably explained it better than what you just explained to us.
Sure.
That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The backup transmitter is near the Herald?
Yeah, the backup transmitter is by the Herald. That's what I was told.
Are you talking about the tower is by the Herald or the transmitter? I mean, we're talking about two different things.
I'm telling you what I was
told.
told.
This business more than 5 minutes, but what?
I'm just telling you what I was told.
I see. Well, whatever. We got it fixed, baby. Oh yeah, we're making progress here at QAM.
Oh!
WQAM, hello.
Gonna get into bed with the two women, and they're gonna...
QAM.
I gotta just be alone with this one, right?
You know what I wondered?
Even when I was a kid, I used to go see Broadway shows with this always one dancer that I just would watch. Right, yeah.
Is he talking about Broadway shows?
I don't know. Some old toad, you know. Some old toad probably in Topeka, Kansas or somewhere. It's toll-free for the U.S., I guess. 1-877-785-6345. Look alive. Look alive, Marino. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes.
who do you like tonight?
If there's anybody under the age of 100 who's got real teeth, please call us and say hi. Wow. Yeah, that's right. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Any interest?
No.
I see the Marlins blew that game yesterday.
They sure did.
They lost. They were ahead 5-3 and they lost 6-5. That's their specialty du jour many days. Blowing the lead late. They lost 6-5. And Ron and Paul, they had $10 tickets and there was still nobody there. Do you have any idea what the attendance was for that game?
I can find out what they announced.
Yeah, what do they announce?
I'll find out.
Probably like 12,000 or 14 or 16 or something like that. There were a few thousand, a select few thousand between the baselines behind the plate. And other than that, the whole thing was just a big, empty, cavernous pit. WQAM, hello.
Experience watching this book for the first time. But
QAM.
The scene where James Conn beats the crap out of Carlo. Did you really beat the crap out of him? He missed him.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of him. WQAM, hello.
I'm your friend. Hi.
WQAM, hello. QAM. On the road. WQAM, hello. Okay, that's it. That takes care of that bunch. Gee, that line 1. We got somebody on line 1 who keeps calling back with that crap in the background. What is that, Howard or something they're playing in the back? What is that garbage?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, maybe we'll tell this time. QAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, how are you, man? I miss George, man.
Yeah, I know. I see. That's what everybody says.
Yeah, and I mean, he was really insightful when it came to the news and, supporting people like us. It's just messed up that we lost him, man. But I still listen to you. You're the man.
Where are you calling from?
Coral Springs, Florida, man.
Oh, my God. Coral Springs, all the way up there?
Yeah, sorry.
Wow, okay,
Yeah,
thanks. I thought that was going to be like somebody, in Dubuque, Iowa or somewhere.
You ready for this?
Yes?
The announced attendance for yesterday's game, 19,100. 19,100.
Yeah, I believe the 100 part.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few thousand people there. There might have been like 5,000 or 6,000, all jammed, into the same area. And that was with $10 tickets.
Yep.
With a big promotion. And with your buddy Ron Brewer throwing out the first pitch. And with Paul, boy, I bet you he ate him out of house and home yesterday, your buddy Fat Paul. Good God. I wonder if they let him in the press. Well, we saw him on the air with Rich Waltz. They should let Castronova do the call of the game.
Yeah.
Have to be better than Rich Waltz. He is absolutely the worst, the world's worst in history on baseball. Even Gildy on hockey. His heads and shoulders. Look at that. We got 9 people who say it's compelling already. Thanks to Bob for adding that to our very important scientific poll.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Leader, 560 QAM.
Now at the Home Depot, get special deferred financing store-wide with your Home Depot consumer credit card. If you're thinking about a new appliance, that should move it straight to the front burner. Choose an efficient Energy Star qualified model, and your savings on utilities can start paying for your new appliance before you even have to start paying for it. Special deferred financing. More saving. More doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Valid through June 14th, U.S. only. See store for details.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm ready to go. I've had enough coffee for you, your family, and myself.
Sometimes I say stupid things.
Wow, she is really pretty.
Oh, shh. That was dumb.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings, 6 to 10.
Holy smokerooskies.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
Florida's sports leader.
Where Jim Mandich happens.
I'm not from Weenieville. I'm not from Sissyland, okay? You gotta butch up and you gotta compete. I am waist deep in a toilet.
The Mad Dog.
Because I don't trust one of those bastards. They are in the water. They are peeing.
Weekday afternoons, 4 to 7.
All right.
560 QAM.
If you're not listening to the Big O, then you're missing out on these great guests.
Tim Kirchen from ESPN. Any shot our Florida Marlins will be in the shopping mode.
I don't think the Marlins are going to get anyone of significance. As we know, they're a small market team, not a lot of money to deal with, and they have to be a solid contender who needs that one player to get them into the playoffs, and I don't think they're in that position.
Orlando Alzagari, weekday afternoons 2 to 4, 560 QAM. QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM Steve Goldie Goldstein and a Daily Bread Food Bank this Sunday from noon until 3 at the Hard Rock Cafe for Founders Day. We have teamed up to raise food for the South Florida homeless. And with today's economy, many families have found themselves in distress and in desperate need of help. Please bring canned food goods or money to the Hard Rock Cafe and help us do some good for the neighborhood. The Hard Rock Cafe is located inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com.
The dog days of summer are here. This is your chance to become a lucky dog, which could land you a $300,000 doghouse. That means a badass home, not a place for Sparky to chill in. QAM's giving you 3 ways to get registered to become one of 100 lucky dogs. Online at WQAM.com, on location during dog day appearances, and on air. Just listen for the barking dog cue to call. When you hear it, be caller 5 at 800-227-0560. And you're automatically registered. Plus, keep it locked for special dog day parties with the Big Dog Joe Rose and the Mad Dog Jim Mandich. It's the QAM Dog Days of Summer from Hooters, the original American stimulus package. Calder Racecourse, the future of racing. Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union, where high mortgage payments are down for the count. Mike Ditka Resorts, where Florida scores vacations. And Sports Radio 560 QAM. WQAM, the Hard Rock Cafe, and the Daily Bread Food Bank are teaming up to do some good for the neighborhood. And we need your help.
All this week, we'll be conducting an on-air auction of sports and music memorabilia, with the proceeds benefiting the Daily Bread Food Bank, which feeds the South Florida homeless.
With today's economy, more and more families are finding themselves in dire need.
Tune into the Big Dog for sports-related items, like a Dan Marino autographed football, and to the Big O for some great rock items, including a Motley Crue autographed guitar.
It's a charity Rock and Jock Week on Sports Radio 560.
WQAM.
No portion of this program may be reproduced without the express written permission of WQAM BZ Broadcast Group, Incorporated.
It's Fatwa Friday, you bastards.
I'm down here, just visiting from the States. Everyone wears a white mask on their face. Flu outbreak, at least the weather's been great. What a place. Oh, Mexico. If I get sick, I hope it's just a cold. They may not let me on my plane ride home because of swine flu now.
I'm dying over here.
It's not the best place a tourist should go. The death rates here are beginning to grow. It's best to stay home now. Oh, they got the swine flu in Mexico. They got the swine flu in Mexico. Oh, they got the swine flu in Mexico. Down in Mexico, the swine flu is everywhere. They got swine flu in Mexico.
Okay, I don't want you to panic, but the WHO, the World Health Organization, yesterday finally declared it a pandemic. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
It's a pandemic. Oh, there's Andy Roddick and Bill Curtis with their computers.
He won't, so I can book travel plans faster. Check my account balance.
He does have a great voice, Bill Curtis.
Yeah.
American Justice. He's a very melodramatic guy. And there's nothing wrong with Andy Roddick. He never stole a freight train, okay? And he sure as hell looks a hell of a lot better than that Roger Federer. My God. Good thing Joe Rose is, a hetero guy, because his taste in guys is really bad. Really bad. He's in love with LeBron. He's in love with Roger Federer. And he said Zach looks like a movie star. Oh, well. Isn't that what he said?
That's what he said.
Looking kind of like a movie star or something. I would underline the or something part. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've noticed in the last 10 years or so that you've dropped off intellectually, and I guarantee you, if you went up against the bridge tender, he would clean your
Yeah, okay,
today.
great. I've dropped off intellectually.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, have you noticed that? Last 10 minutes, I think, I've dropped off intellectually. I'm like, a feeble old man. I went up against the bridge tender. How many hours did it take for you to work that one up, sir? Brilliant comment. And compelling just past disaster. 13 to 12. It's compelling 13. It's a disaster 12. Now, maybe we'll get somebody from out of town on line 1, or maybe it's just going to be the same guy playing Howard in the back or whatever he's playing. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not an actor. It's a model in his face. He looks like a model in his face and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And also, you know what drives me crazy is when he laughs, like, overzealously at really, really horrible jokes. It really gets to my nerves. When Joe Rose laughs overzealously.
Well, call him and tell him that, okay? Don't be picking on the little dog on this show. He's our only hope, Joe Rose. Him and Drew Rosenhaus. Cal Lotto says, while yesterday's rating scenario from Walter Sabo was certainly amusing, here's a scenario that may be more relevant. Suppose there's a company that owns a lot of radio stations, including multiple stations in each market, cheap channel or whatever. So this company's group station manager, or whomever, decides they want to boost the ratings of one particular station, call it Station A, because it's more profitable or needs a boost. So the manager secretly tells the engineers to change the encoding broadcast by one station, call it Station B, to the encoding of the other station in the group, Station A, thus making the unmentionable meter devices think that the listener is listening to Station A rather than the one who are actually listening to Station B, and thus reducing the ratings for the weaker station and boosting the ratings for the more profitable one. Wow. It says, think about this while you're having a nice vacation. No, I won't think about it, but thanks for the nice vacation wish, Cal. Think about this. No, I will definitely not be thinking about such cockerai. But maybe you will. What do you think? You think that's a possibility?
I think anything's possible.
Yeah. But that thing from Walter Sabo yesterday, and I hate to say it because he's such a knucklehead, but that was, I still have it in my pile here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense. All these people that are exposed to, like in offices, in places of work, on the speaker system, they've got the Coast, or they've got Life, or they've got WMIR, they got slush in the background. And so if you're wearing one of them devices, it's going to register on there that you're listening for hours, however long you're at work. It's going to be ticking and clicking and chirping all day long. Right?
That's true.
So let's get this show on every orifice. Well, they're not going to put this show on in business places, are they? Of course not.
No.
Well, why do you say that right away so fast? You're supposed to be the promotions guy. Put your thinking cap on, mister, and come up with some ideas how to blackmail, how to convince, how to coerce people in business to crank it up.
Damn, today I grabbed my Cubs cap.
Oh, Christ.
I know.
Go home and get your thinking cap.
Okay.
You got a Cubs cap?
Yeah.
That's sad. QAM, hello.
Can you still say fuck on the radio? Fuck.
Oh, I don't know why I'm hitting this.
I hit it.
No, but I don't know why I'm doing it. Just out of force of habit, I guess.
Yeah, doesn't hurt.
Oh. Yeah, it can't hurt. That's for sure. It can't hurt. 393 votes on the poll. Not too shabby. Dow's down 12 points. All the numbers. You're giving numbers, Rogers. You're mailing it in. You just keep giving numbers. I wish I heard from that guy. Not. What's your take on the show? I miss George 129. He might be in about a half an hour. He's threatening to come in. I love the calls being back, 54. It's fine, 54, the show. It's weak, 37. It's okay, 36. What show, 29. It's great, 28. in the Sunshine State. It's compelling, 14. It's a disaster, 12. It's a disaster, Neil. It's a disaster. You've dropped so intellectually in the last 10 years, the bridge tender would clean your clock. WQAM, hello.
It's great. 28.
QAM.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I was at the Belmont thing on Saturday at Gulfstream, and I had me a few beers. So I go to the bathroom and I see your thing, and I thought that was quite funny. I think. Did you bring that out? Is that your idea?
Did I bring up what?
The thing in the urinal. Keep your eyes to yourself, Pally.
Oh, yeah, that's a QAM thing.
Yeah, that was funny. I got a good chuckle out of that. Good luck with your show, man.
Okay, thanks. And what is it? Keep your eyes to yourself?
Well, I had some QAM urinal screens made up. So when we do appearances at bars and stuff like that, I throw them in the urinals. And it says, WQAM, and it says, eyes forward, pal. Something like that. Because nobody's going to take them out. So it's advertising that stays for a long, long time.
Urinal screens?
Yeah.
How about some QAM ice in the urinals would be good.
There you go.
Of course, that only works in the urinals that are like, there are urinals that are like, that you walk up to that are like tall, and then there are the short bowl-like urinals.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones you can put the ice in. There are few things greater, like Ruth Chris always has ice in the urinals. Always. Well, most of the time. I guess the ladies must be frustrated that they can't pee on ice. They could if they'd fill up the toilet bowl, I guess, with ice, but I don't think it would last too long, would it?
No.
I don't know what that's all about. It's just one of those things with me. And especially if it's fresh ice, if you can see that it was just put in there within the last, short period of time, and you're melting it and it's like dribbling down, it's like, oh boy, what a feeling of power. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, did you hear, I heard you mention Ray Nagin earlier. Did you hear that there's a high school or something that took a trip over to China or Korea and they got quarantined with swine flu, and Ray Nagin and his wife are there also?
Yeah, they just let them loose.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
They found out who it was and they said, get him out of here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, see ya. Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
I heard President Washington just went out and chopped down another cherry tree. Old news, sir. Old news. Did you hear? I don't understand this world. Each day that I come in here and do this show, I understand the world less and less and less. I just don't get it. I don't understand you people. You know what I mean by that? You people. Do you understand them?
Yeah.
Didn't Joel Conable win that thing in New Times? Also, what's her name there? Joyce Kaufman. See, that's the Broward and Palm Beach edition all into one. And so the Joyce Kaufman fan club, all 50 of them, they're the ones that vote for Joyce. They're obsessed with Joyce Kaufman. Do you ever hear her?
No.
Oh, boy. You haven't lived until you've heard Joyce Kaufman. And she got like 80 trillion votes from the readers in Palm Beach County.
Really?
As the best talk show host, as the best AM personality. Joyce Kaufman, I fell from Joyce. She's such a maven. She knows all the crap.
Oh, Neil.
She's on the light bulb, by the way.
Well, here we go again. On South Florida's Sports Leader, 560 QAM. QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM today from 5 until 7 at the Pines Hooters for a Dog Days of Summer party. Come out to get registered to become a lucky dog and for a shot at that $300,000 house. All that and QAM prizes, too. Hooters located on the southeast corner of Pines and University in Pembroke Pines.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com. Log on to WQAM.com and check out Strip Down Sports. It's hot chicks getting naked. Almost naked. Get Out of Bounds, a collection of videos with one goal, to make you laugh. It's the next best thing to hot chicks taking their clothes off. Well, most of their clothes. 560 QAM.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I can't get the ketchup bottle open.
Here, let me try. Here you go.
Thanks.
You don't have to be a hero to be a hero. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference. To learn more, call 1-888-200-4005. A public service announcement brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm a character guy. A little bit of a prima donna. A little bit of a diva. What the hell's Joe Rose doing now?
I will not tug a guy, but I will kiss a man.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings 6 to 10.
Oh, boy.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Jim Mandich happens.
Go talk to Oprah Winfrey, okay? You need a session on Dr. Phil. We're doing sports talk here. We're in the locker room, Pally. It is Ringling Brothers. It's Marx Brothers meet Three Stooges around here.
The Mad Dog. Weekday afternoons 4 to 7.
Strap it up, Coach. I'm going in.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Orlando Elzagary happens.
I'm not a big Angelina fan. She's a pretty woman. She's from the Middle East. She's got Iraq. Waist down. She's got no body, no booty, no shape.
The Big O. Afternoons 2 to 4. 560 QAM.
I wasn't going to school because I was just making money stealing cars. And one day, I was put into juvie for 2 stolen cars, robbery of a house, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Well, I was 10 when I first got involved with drugs. I skipped school because, nobody cared. I was on drugs, and my mom didn't really care because she was on drugs. She was never home.
When I first got pregnant, school was not important to me, so I dropped out. And now that I'm 15, I have 2 babies.
I was heading nowhere. I just thought the only way I can make something out of my life is that if I get an education. One day I was locked up. That's when I really realized that, it wasn't for me. I was only in there 2 months, but to me that was enough. It'd be better for me to stay in school, just get my education.
I still need to go to school to make it for myself.
Stay in school. Give yourself a chance.
I think I'm happier now. I know I'm happier now.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
The dog days of summer are here. This is your chance to become a lucky dog, which could land you a $300,000 doghouse. That means a badass home, not a place for Sparky to chill in. QAM's giving you 3 ways to get registered to become one of 100 lucky dogs. Online at WQAM.com, on location during Dog Day appearances, and on air. Just listen for the barking dog cue to call. When you hear it, be caller 5 at 800-227-0560. And you're automatically registered. Plus, keep it locked for special Dog Day parties with the Big Dog Joe Rose and the Mad Dog Jim Mandich. It's the QAM Dog Days of Summer from Hooters, the original American stimulus package. Calder Racecourse, the future of racing. Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union, where high mortgage payments are down for the count. Mike Ditka Resorts, where Florida scores vacations. And Sports Radio 560 QAM. We know South Florida sports.
That's why we are South Florida's sports leader. 560 QAM.
It's Friday, you bastards.
On the next Flip This House.
All right. It's one of our biggest challenges yet as we attempt to flip Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. Let's do it. Okay, our first task in this near impossible flip will be to create a comfortable reading room out of Michael's secret children's playroom/love dungeon. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And this room's going to need some immediate remodeling. For instance, we'll be removing these child-size arm and leg shackles right off the wall. Those are heavy. Seeing as today's buyer might frown upon having that in the house. Hey, Shelly, can you get your crew to pick up all these latex ball gags? Yeah, and you better get a black light. It's kind of messy.
Neverland Ranch on the next Flip This House.
Yeah, Flip This. 10:32. What kind of people watch that stuff? Those shows, all those home repair shows and all that, they're very popular. What kind of people watch it?
Not me.
Not me. But there's like a million of them on there. Is your channel surfing looking for something besides another shot at love? What's her name? Tia?
Tequila.
Tia Big Matsia Tequila?
Yep.
Oh, brother. I mean, I could understand if she was some hot bombshell or something. All these people, you know, of all sexes lined up waiting to... But, I mean, she's nasty. Both nasty looking and nasty personality. Johnny Dark says the show is making strides. Maybe another 33 years and we'll get it right. Says, let me know when you have Tom Jick and Stan Major on. I'll be glad to come in. How are you going to squeeze all those people in that little studio there?
Yeah, that'll be tough.
Now, what's the story? If you had a guest, do you have another microphone in there now or not?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Hopefully over the weekend.
What holiday are we waiting for? Simchas Torah? Sukkot? What are we waiting for?
4th of July is coming up.
Jesus, God almighty. Everything I ask you, is this done yet? Is that in there? Oh, well, not yet. Not yet. Maybe we'll get a real call on line 1, but probably not yet. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a question for you. What do you think about the price of gold?
What do I think about what?
The price of gold.
The price of gold? I don't buy gold.
Yeah, because Hannity, all the right-wingers are pushing it right now.
Yeah, well, tell them to push stool, okay? Get out of here with the price of gold. All the right-wingers are pushing gold.
That should tell you something. Stay away from it.
I'm buy a whole bunch of it right now.
Yeah.
I wish I could afford to, but, boy, I had a bad night at Woodbine last night. I don't know what I went back there for. I had a good afternoon, and then I was ahead. I was winning last night. Usually when I win a substantial amount, I run to the door and I go out. I leave. I didn't do it last night. I stayed. I got greedy. And when you get greedy, you lose your ass.
Rectum.
Wow. Not good. That's the way it goes. A fool and his money are soon farted. Here comes the bunny, and there goes your money, and that's the way it goes. The fake Tom Jicker says, don't rip Joyce Kaufman too much. George may be working with her soon.
That's true.
Oh, poor. Is it true?
I don't know. That's what I heard. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yep.
Well, we hear a lot of things maybe. Sid may be coming maybe, and this one may be doing over there maybe, and yada, yada, yada. I don't have any spy reports, anything exciting going on in the business. So I guess they didn't have any kind of like a screaming match, or maybe they didn't rip my ass again last night. Get some new material, Bastard, okay? Talk about somebody besides me. Talk about something besides Neil Rogers is washed up, and his ratings are at the bottom, and he's all finished, and he hasn't tried in years, and blah, 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 Neil this, Neil that. Just obsessed. Obsessed! And you know who's the driving force behind that? Your good friend Mark Hochman, China Hochman.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one. He's listening right now. You can bet your life on it. Obsessed. And you can be damn sure that those people over there are voting on the poll. They're freeping it. It's a disaster. The show's a disaster. Greg says, wow, it was very compelling to hear that Lums is finally closing. Greg? It says, my husband and I ate there August 08, so it must be Greg's email, but unless Greg is, got a husband.
Could be.
I've been sick ever since August 08. I was diagnosed with IBS, a hiatal hernia, and anything else the doctor thought would fit. I'm now being seen by an internal medicine doctor and still haven't found what's wrong. I now have a new diagnosis, colitis. Short of wanting to sue, I find it compelling that Lums hasn't been shut down for serving trash for food. I'm sure the initial problem was a compelling case of food poisoning, being that we live 2 hours away from Lums. I didn't pursue the idea of looking into the fact that Lums probably poisoned me. I'm still fighting whatever it is that Lums served up that fateful day in August. Lums should have been closed long ago, it says. Sincerely, a very sick listener. P.S. Anyone getting sick in Highlands County should be compelled to move the hell out. The doctors here suck or belong to the Seventh-day Adventist collection of misfits. The doctors preach Bible while they're in with the patient. All the hospitals here are sponsored by the Seventh-day Adventists. If anyone wants to work in these hospitals, they have to sign a contract agreeing not to wear makeup, jewelry, or fancy clothes. Don't the Seventh-day Adventists make that? You ought to like them. They make all that vegetarian stuff.
Yeah?
Do they?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, they make those frozen veggie patties and sausage links made out of veggie. Yeah,
okay.
I think. They don't serve any meat to the patients who are in there. And if you ask me, my former medical doctor did not diagnose me correctly because I refused to go to his Bible study group. He continually tells me I'd feel better if I read the Bible. I can't believe this crap happens. I've since switched doctors and finally find some relief. Don't break your neck in Highlands County. You'll be dead or converted just to get treatment. And even then, it's all in God's hands. It's crap, just compelling crap, says whoever this is on Greg's email. They ate at Lums in August 08, and this person has been ill ever since. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm calling for a gentleman, a young gentleman.
Oh, go away. Go die. Reverend Schmuck. Always sounds the same. Even when he's doing a phony voice, he always sounds the same. Always.
It's pretty bad.
Very bad. The worst. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay, sir.
Hey, did you hear the rumors that Howard is going back to a terrestrial?
Yeah, I heard him. They're not true.
How do you know that? You guys talk?
Yeah, I talked to Howard last night. He said it's crap.
Oh, my gosh. Can't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe what? Oh, he's gone. That was a medley of his material. Dow's down 6 points. Not too bad. Not too shabby. It's not the end of the world. I'd go out and buy a whole bunch of gold if I were you. And then you can sell it to that guy that does these funny spots here on TV. The gold guy.
Right.
How about David Gold? Is he still on the air somewhere? David Gold? He was a right-wing goofball on GBS 100 years ago. What a lineup they had. They had Lee Fowler, David Gold, Alan Burke, and a bunch of other. And Blabo was on there, Lassiter. WGBS. That's way before your time.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, GBS, I'm trying to remember how that went down. They were 710, and then they sold it to Radio Mambi. Radio Mambi. No speaky English. Radio Mambi. Too many of those stations on there, if you ask me. I could be wrong. And then on the cable, like between channel 20 and 26, every station, no speaky English on the cable. Too much of that crap. Speak English, okay? You're in the U.S. Speak English. Cut the crap already, okay?
Incredible.
Speaky English.
It says that he's currently doing afternoons at KSFO AM in San Francisco.
David Gould?
Yep.
Oh, boy. I did a TV show with Dwight Lauderdale, Channel 10, a panel show. Steve Kane, David Gould, yours truly, and there was somebody else on there. And W Snooze, Lou Crone, and John Levitt and Tom Don't Like Us, they filled the audience with all their people. I'm trying to remember the name of the producer. I think it was Jerry Helfman. Produced that show. I forget what they used to call it. We taped it. The talk show host got on there all together, and it was all set up. It was contrived because the whole W Snooze audience was, and Lou Crone is going, 12 plus, you know, all this other crap. Like the audience watching on TV knew what 12 plus meant, you know? It was embarrassing. And I ripped them an ass at Channel 10, and deservedly so. Dwight Lauderdale, he's not on anymore. They retired his mustache, too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Boy, he was something. Dwight Lauderdale. And John Broward. And Daffy McCallum. What a silly, silly place.
Oh, Neil! You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Leader, 560 QAM.
I had a great idea at work yesterday. So, I gathered my A-team to meet online using WebEx. I passed the ball
to Carol in Atlanta, and I created some killer graphics. Then I passed the ball to
Taz in San Jose because I write the code that makes their ideas work online. Then I passed the ball to
Logan in Cambridge. I'm kind of the keeper of cool. And hey, it was cool.
So now my idea wasn't just an idea. It was our hot new product line, created by our national development team.
Spread across 3 time zones.
And we couldn't have done it without passing the ball.
Using WebEx, the only way to pass the ball online.
Pass the ball. Get your ideas rolling. Go to WebEx.com and try WebEx free. Just click the radio graphic and enter promo code 300 to get a free trial and a free retractable VoIP headset. Remember that code? 300. WebEx from Cisco. WEBEX.com. Free headsets available while supplies last. Terms and restrictions apply. See website for details.
Attention gaming enthusiasts. The Miccosukee Resort and Gaming invite you to join their new Ultimate Rewards Players Club. Sign up today and receive $20 in free machine play. Yes, $20 of free machine play. Signing up for your Ultimate Rewards Players Club card is simple, and best of all, it's free. If you are 18 years or older, what are you waiting for? Come and start earning points. Rewarding yourself has never been easier. Join today and start enjoying the benefits. For more information, visit Miccosukee.com.
Hi, I'm Jack Studiali, and we're celebrating 60 years in business at Tropical Acres Steakhouse with 2 great weeknight specials that will be worth going out for. One for the beef lover and one for the seafood lover. Our famous prime rib at $13.95 and twin Maine lobsters at $17.95. It's always top quality at Tropical Acres on Griffin Road, half-mile west of I-95. Go to tropicalacres.com or call 954-989-2500. Come on over and let us thank you for 60 years in business.
Think
Plan, act. That's what it takes to be ready for hurricane season. Think about what you and your family will need before, during, and after a storm, and stock up on essential supplies like food, water, and prescriptions to last at least 72 hours. Plan ahead for special needs and pet-friendly shelters. Advance registration is required. Act on the facts. Sign up to have wireless emergency alerts emailed or sent directly to your cell phone. For complete Miami-Dade County hurricane readiness resources, click miamidade.gov or call 311.
In for charity with the coach. Football legend Coach Mike Ditka will be hitting the green in Orlando, and you're invited. Mike Ditka Resorts and Coach Ditka have teamed up to raise money for Gridiron Greats. Register now and become part of their team. And that's not all. Be a part of Coach Ditka's foursome. Have dinner with the coach. Spend 3 nights at Mike Ditka Resorts and more when you win the online auction happening now at MikeDitkaResorts.com. All proceeds go to the Gridiron Greats Foundation. Visit MikeDitkaResorts.com. That's MikeDitkaResorts.com.
When it comes to working around the house, never underestimate the value of getting it done right the first time. At your local Ace Hardware, our associates are always ready with expert tips on the smartest ways to get the results you're looking for. We'll give you simple, straightforward advice that will help you save time and money. So the next time you're thinking about starting a project, consider the value of having everything you need just minutes away at your neighborhood Ace, the helpful place.
Are you worried about how you're going to make your next mortgage payment or whether you may end up in foreclosure? Hi, I'm Rashmi Aaron Pace, and I'd like to speak with you directly about something important, your home. Our firm has 24 years of working in foreclosure defense, and we're also experienced in loan modifications. What that means is you don't have to be facing foreclosure to address the housing issues now facing many homeowners. Even if you're making on-time payments, you might still be eligible for help under Obama's new stimulus plan. Let's talk. Your first consultation is free, and you don't have to be late on your mortgage to have one. We are local in Miami and understand our community. We know how to help homeowners make good choices so they have the best chance to stay in their homes. Simply call 305-666-9311 and arrange for your free consultation with me, Rashmi. 305-666-9311. Again, you don't have to be late on your payments to enjoy the benefit of a free consultation. Call me, Rashmi, at 305-666-9311 and let's talk.
Your football station.
South Florida's sports leader. 560 WQAM.
Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
Real American A-holes.
Real American A-holes.
We salute you, Mr. Pull Out in Front of Me, then Slow Down Guy.
Mr. Pull Out in Front of Me and then Slow Down Guy.
You pulled out of Chili's parking lot like a bat out of hell, only to bring traffic to a screeching halt.
Get a freaking move on!
Yes, I can read your bumper sticker, and I want to strangle your honor student. Your gall for cutting me off is matched only by the excruciating noise belching from the exhaust system of your Buick.
Not gonna pay a lot for that muffler now.
Sure, 25 saves lives, but it's your ass on the line when the Humvee behind you decides it's go time.
Ow!
So we salute you, Mr. Pull Out in Front of Me and then Slow Down Guy, your dashboard Jesus, your cracked vinyl top, and your Bondo. You are a real American a-hole.
WQAM, hello. Not there on line one. What a bitter disappointment. I thought that one was going to be from Depew, New York. Ever been in Depew?
No.
Buffalo, baby.
No way.
WQAM, hello.
Good morning, now.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
I don't usually like China Ricans too much, but that killer, she does it for me. I'll let her give me a ruby shower if she wanted.
Who?
A ruby shower if she wanted to.
Who?
Tequila.
She's nasty.
God, get it out of here.
No, shut it loud. That guy has no taste, dude. She is not hot at all.
Your taste is in your tuchus, baby. She could give you a Roman,
So annoying.
Yeah, she is annoying. And nasty, really miss.
Yeah.
WQAM, hello. Now, that's interesting. Line 4 is on hold. Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, Pine Bush, New York, baby?
Where?
Pine Bush, New York, man.
Where the hell is that?
That's up up in the freaking mountains, man.
Oh.
Listen, Neil, I was TNT. I heard George going to sign up with Glenn Beck. Is that true?
Yeah.
On his show? You serious?
Yeah, Stormy, yeah.
Come on.
Get out of here. He's in Pine, Schmendrick, New York. Now they're going to be calling on line 1 and just making up cities. You know, I'm in Montpelier, Vermont. Yeah, and meanwhile they're down in Dayland somewhere. Who the hell are you kidding, man? There's no people in whatever that town was he made up. There's no people with that kind of accent.
Incredible.
I don't think. 567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon AT&T wireless line. They like the calls being back, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Right behind They Miss George is I love the calls being back. What's your take on the show? 400 and some odd vote, 458. I Miss George, 152. I love the calls being back, 61. One thing about the calls, man, they haven't changed. It's 8 months later, and it's still the same. The show is fine, 59. It's okay, 44. It's weak, 42. It's great, 34. What show, 32. It's compelling, 19. It's a disaster, 15. It's a disaster, Neil. It's a disaster. I'm going to be on vacation next week, and Flea's going to be doing a compelling show with Josh Cordes.
Yep.
They got some very important guests lined up. Alex Marvez, maybe. Some other people from the Herald.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the Herald sports writers, man, they're doing it for the other shows.
Oh! Alex Marvez. He has the worst hair ever. He has the ultra mullet going on.
Really?
Oh, it's terrible.
Ira Windbag, is she going to be on?
No.
No?
Nope.
No Herald sports writers, huh?
No, not at all. Unless Levitard wants to come on.
What about Greg Kotex?
Oh, I can't stand that guy. Talk about a guy who...
He's a real jackball.
Yeah, you talk about people who think that they're funny and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
He's top of the list.
Yeah.
His Sunday article is, I wipe my butt with it.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Rectum.
WQAM, hello.
Hi. I call from Beijing, China.
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, God.
With a phony accent. It's Reverend Jones. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, this is the difference between Flea and George.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm listening.
Flea doesn't consider himself your equal. Okay? That's why I like Flea. Flea, do you consider yourself me as equal?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, well, what is that supposed to mean? My equal in what?
We're not talking on a human level because, of course, you're both humans, but as a radio personality.
I would say that I have a lot to learn from Neil.
Very good. To George, on the other hand, he was a one-man circus. He thought he was Neil's equal, and that's just sort of what I felt.
How do you know that? What makes you say that?
Just from listening to his shows, Neil, it just kind of, it kind of turned my stomach a little bit. I almost barfed a few times.
Yeah.
So that's just what I thought. I'd add my 2 cents. You know, I love the whole phone call thing. You're doing a great job. I love the show. I'd never stop listening. So. Good show, my friend. Good show.
Okay, thanks, Pally. Have a great day. I don't know what he's talking about.
And why 2 cents?
What is it?
Why 2 cents? Where did that come from?
2 cents plain. I don't know. That's another stupid expression. Can I throw in my 2 cents? How about 5 cents? How about a dime? How about
30, man.
30 cent or 50 cent? Why only 2 cents? 2 cents plain. That's another idiotic thing. 2 cents plain. Seltzer. Boy, what days those were the famous where they used to put the big bottle of seltzer on the table, and you'd be grepsing. Even before you started eating, you'd be grepsing like crazy, just from the aroma. Oh, boy, I sure could go for a big plate of Gribbinus right now. I know everybody likes their different, everybody loves Italian, and a lot of people like Chinese food, but there's nothing like Jew food. You wouldn't know because you're not a real Jew, and having lived in Tampa all those years, not too many places you can get good Jew food in Tampa.
No, not really.
I told you that guy tried the deli thing there. It lasted about 5 minutes, and he was out of business. When Lassiter and I were on SUN there. He was a sponsor, brought in a whole bunch of food. Boy, all you people that brought in food for Lassiter at SUN and FLA, you killed him. Now he's dead. You killed him. That's probably something that keeps me alive. 7.5 years I've been doing most of the shows from here. Nobody brings in food. Thank God. I don't even have any weenies to cook in there to nuke during the show today.
Oh, no.
But I could take, a few minutes, put on my shoes and pantaloonies and go to the store and get something. Oh, my God, he's trying to get out of there on the last day before vacation. Why don't you forego your vacation, too, Neil? Forego the summer schedule and give up all your vacation dates. If you cared about the show, you would do these things. If you cared about us. The Dow's up 7 cents. Let's hear it. Oh! Who the hell needs gold when the Dow's up 7 cents? Oh, 1.43. 1.36.
Well, if they're pushing gold, that means they think that the market's going to crash.
Is that what? Well, who cares what they think?
Right.
These are the survivalist, right-wing lunatics. Very much like the white supremacist, like the guy that shot the abortion doctor.
Yeah.
The guy that went nuts at the Holocaust Memorial.
Yeah, the leftist.
Yeah, the leftist, right. According to Rush.
What an idiot.
Mary says there's something very wrong with your show. It's the audience. You haven't changed. They have. I started listening on Zeta. Used to have living, breathing people with at least a little bit of brains and a sense of humor. I can remember when callers actually had compelling material, at least could give you something to work with. I guess now they're all married with kids and have real jobs, so they don't listen anymore. I'm the only one left, underemployed, barren spinster. About the bad signal, I was listening Monday driving on to Palmetto, and it was fine. But the minute I exited west at Okeechobee, the waves started. Well, we got that all solved thanks to Fix-It, Mary. Nice going, Fix-It. I live off Hollywood Boulevard, just west of I-95. I can only get QAM to come in if I plug my radio into one of 2 outlets in my condo. Anything else in the place is as if it's not even on the dial. Missing George a lot, hoping Flea gets with it soon. Mary in Hollywood. Get with it soon, will you, please?
I'm working on it.
My God, Mary's about ready to throw in the towel on your ass. So that is completely solved now, right? The signal thing? The ocean?
Yes.
The waves?
The ocean is gone.
So we had 2 transmitters cranking at the same time.
Exactly.
Now, that's got to be a first. I can't imagine, in radio history. Of course, it's the changeover to the new building, you do understand. And I'm going to let you in on a little health secret.
Okay.
One of the reasons that this show is, aside from management restraints on it, I'm talking about on my end, since I'm supposed to take responsibility, and that is diabetes. After I had my first mini-stroke, my first TIA, I was at IOD. And I came back on the air, and I could barely speak, and Disney was like, oh, gee, how come he's got to take another week off? I just had a stroke, and he's wondering why I'm taking time off. They're all the same.
Slacker.
Yeah. And anyway, I could barely speak. I had no strength, no energy. I mean, not that I sound like that now, but I still, and when I can hear it, I don't hear it now. I sound like me, But like that spot that I cut yesterday for you, and then I hear you play it, and it sounds like I'm stroked out, it's like I'm slurring, like that. So I need to get my blood sugar down, which I'm going to have to work on during this vacation. I know that sounds silly, but you don't have the energy and you don't sound like yourself when you have high blood sugar all the time. I've had it for like 2 years.
Wow.
Bad. It's a miracle I'm still alive. And that's all that crap, all that candy, all that ice cream, all those Hershey bars with almonds and toffee that I keep raving about. Got to stop. When in doubt, cut it out. Don't you hear like it sounds like I'm just had a stroke recently?
No, I'm not getting that, but you would know better than me.
I know.
There's a good book I have, though. It's called The Kitchen Shrink, and it talks about how your blood sugar level affects a lot of things with your in your body.
Oh, yes.
Including moods and stuff like that. Like you said, energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have no energy when your blood sugar is real high? No energy. You're always tired, and you always feel, oh, geez, like you barely want to get out of bed.
Right.
Like that. And then there are a lot of people who are not diabetic, and they also don't want to get out of bed. But that's another story. 475 votes on the poll. It's Compelling's got 20. Thanks, Bob, for reminding us to put that on there. Origin of my 2 cents. Somebody sends me that. You ask, and we receive. After the break.
Oh, Neil! You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Later. 560 QA.
And now for the bonus round. If I'm your uncle's cousin's nephew, who am I?
Michael's mother.
Correct. What's the sound of one hand clapping?
Mungo.
Correct. How many DVDs can you rent from Netflix for only $8.99 a month?
As many as you want.
Correct! Netflix! Over 2 billion movies delivered so far. And now, the ability to watch some movies instantly on your TV for no additional monthly fee. Start your free trial today. Netflix!
See terms of use.
Shaka John's at the Beach is taking Lauderdale by the Sea by storm. It's located next to the pool at the Lauderdale Beachside Hotel, 4660 North Ocean Drive. You'll love Shaka John's at the Beach, especially on Tuesdays when WQAM listeners get a Shaka John's insider deal. Half-price food and beverages all day long. Come on, QAM. Come out for half-price burgers and brews, barbecue chicken and spirits. Get everything half off every Tuesday if you're a WQAM listener at Shaka John's on the Beach, Lauderdale by the Sea.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm ready to go. I've had enough coffee for you, your family, and myself.
Sometimes I say stupid things. Stupid things.
Wow, she is really pretty.
Oh, shh. That was dumb.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings, 6 to 10.
Holy smokerooskies.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Jim Mandish happens.
I'm not from Weenieville. I'm not from Sissyland, okay? You gotta butch up and you gotta compete. I am waist deep in a toilet.
The Mad Dog.
Because I don't trust one of those bastards. They are in the water. They are peeing.
Weekday afternoons, 4 to 7.
All right.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Orlando Alzagari happens.
I'm not a big Angelina fan. She's a pretty woman. She's from the Middle East. She's got Iraq.
Waist down. She's got no body, no booty, no shape.
The Big O. Afternoons 2 to 4. 560 QAM.
And now for the bonus round. If Jack and Jill went up the hill, where did Fred go?
Milwaukee.
Correct. If Jane is older than Dan, and Dan is older than Ed, how old am I?
41 on Wednesday?
Correct.
Yes.
How many movies has Netflix delivered so far?
Over 2 billion.
Correct! Netflix! Rent as many movies as you want for only $8.99 a month. No late fees ever. Start your free trial today. Netflix!
See terms of use.
QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM Steve Goldie Goldstein and a Daily Bread Food Bank this Sunday from noon until 3 at the Hard Rock Cafe for Founders Day. We have teamed up to raise food for the South Florida homeless. And with today's economy, many families have found themselves in distress and in desperate need of help. Please bring canned food goods or money to the Hard Rock Cafe and help us do some good for the neighborhood. The Hard Rock Cafe is located inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com. Log on to WQAM.com and check out Strip Down Sports. It's hot chicks getting naked. Almost naked. Get Out of Bounds, a collection of videos with one goal, to make you laugh. It's the next best thing to hot chicks taking their clothes off. Well, most of their clothes. 560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida Sports Leader.
560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
This is the Neil Rogers Show.
Rock solid.
This is your brain.
You fairy.
Any questions?
Concerned about that house doubt? Listen.
Chances are.
Hi. Hello. Water's warm, huh?
I'll say.
You come here often?
Pardon me?
Have you been here before?
No, first time.
What's your name?
Freeway,
that's nice. I'm Spigot.
Pleased to meet you, Spigot.
Same here. You here to get clean or what?
Oh, I don't know.
You work around here?
I'm a waiter, but actually I'm an actor, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's tough, isn't it? You probably need to relax.
Oh, I'll say, but, you know, with everything that's in the news and all, it's just...
Hey, you can start relaxing right now, Freeway. I brought something.
Ooh,
sheath. And Freeway, not just any sheath either. Look.
Wow, gold lame.
Pretty kicky condom, huh? But here's the most important part, Freeway. The Protect label.
Protect, huh? Aren't those endorsed
by the City Council of San Francisco? Absolutely. You know the Protect slogan, don't you?
I sure do.
Certified safe by the city by the bay. Well, what do you say?
Darn, look at that. I dropped the soap again.
Oh.
I'll get it.
You bet your life he will. And with confidence, because Freeway and Spigot have condom sense. Don't let worry spoil those chance meetings and public showers. Always carry Protect.
Protect. Keeping my mind free as can be. Protect. Been down with no apology.
Don't doubt. Know what it's all about. The Protect sheath, so they won't send you a wreath. Protect Condoms, a division of Black Flag House and Garden Pest Control Division, keeping situations safe since 1887.
I'm dying over here.
11:02 at 560 WQAM. We got the Big O at 2, Mad Dog 4 to 7. It's the usual pristine schedule. We got no ball games, no stuff.
Yeah, the only change, though, is that Big O and Jim Manich will be out at Dolphin Camp today.
Dolphins mini camp.
Mini camp, yeah. Mini.
Today.
Sorry.
Get it right.
Yeah, it's mini.
Mini
Small
camp.
Ones. Old tiny camp.
Mini camp today. Wow. Oh! Holy moly. That's almost as compelling as the NFL draft, but not quite. Anyway, then Dolphin tonight, 7 to 8, which is not the least bit compelling, and then the DA show with its from 8 to 11 tonight. And then Greg Likens at 11 to 1. I still don't understand what that. On Friday night, it's the only night of the week we have a live show at 11. Is there a reason for that?
If there is, I don't know. I don't know the reason.
Is that to build up the weekend wall of football or something like that? Even though there's no football being played yet, but nevertheless. Yeah, maybe you want to check into that someday. It just seems strange.
I agree.
Not that I begrudge Greg his 2 hours of fame in the limelight with that dynamite nighttime signal. 10-year-old Kennedy Corpus has a rock-solid excuse.
Rock solid.
For missing the last day of school with a personal note to her teacher from President Obama. This is in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Her father, John Corpus of Green Bay, stood to ask Obama about health care during the president's town hall-style meeting at Southwest High School yesterday. He told Obama his daughter was missing school to attend the event, and he hoped she didn't get into trouble. You need me to write a note? Obama asked. The crowd laughed, but the president was serious. On a piece of paper, he wrote, to Kennedy's teacher, please excuse Kennedy's absence. She's with me, Barack Obama. He stepped off the stage to hand-deliver the note to Kennedy's surprise.
That's awesome.
You didn't see that? They showed it about 800 times on CNN.
Yeah, I saw it.
I thought he was joking till he started walking down, Kennedy said after the event, showing off the note in front of a bank of TV cameras. It was like the best thing ever. Yeah, just excuse her absence. She's with me, El Presidente. The student at Alpo Leopold Elementary School in Green Bay already knew what she was going to do with the note, frame it along with her ticket to the event. She said she'd make a copy for her teacher. Kennedy said she had never seen Obama before. He's really nice, she said. I agree, he's really nice, but I don't know. I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I like him a lot personally. I keep saying this, but I don't know. The verdict is still out.
Yeah.
Nick says, whoever's picking the QM Cutie of the day is doing a great job. Other months had so-so looking girls. This month, they're all great. Check it out, says Nick. That's on the WQM.com, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that'd be Josh Cordes.
Josh Cordes is picking out the cuties. How's his Russian girlfriend doing? Where's George, by the way? I thought he was coming in at 11 o'clock.
He said he was going to try to get here around 11.
You don't think he's going to shine us, do you?
It's a possibility.
Now, if he does come in there, how are you going to put him on the air? You don't have a guest mic.
Well, he can use my mic. I'll step down for a few minutes.
You'll step down?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm sitting, so I'll just move over.
He can sit in your lap. He's small enough.
I'll pass.
Well, you said that Cordes was going to be sitting in your lap starting next week when you're filling in, because there's no guest mic.
Yeah, we might have to do the show from the other studio.
Oh, don't say that.
No, they should put a mic in here over the weekend.
Don't say that. See, you're giving them an out already. You're in a position of authority there. You're a big shot. Dot the I.
Yeah.
You got some clout. When in doubt, use your clout, man. WQAM, hello. Hola. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I'd like to rob a couple.
Oh, God, not him again. Oh, I get choked up with the Reverend Putz. Mike says there's some speculation as to the origin of the idiom, my 2 cents. Some believe that the phrase originates in betting card games such as poker. In these games, one must make a small ante before beginning play. Thus, the phrase makes an analogy between entering the game and entering a conversation. However, there's no documentary evidence of this being the origin of the idiom, and as such is merely speculation. Other likely origins are that my 2 pennies worth is derived from the much older 16th century British expression, a penny for your thoughts. Oh.
See, I got it came from my 2 pence worth.
Well, can I finish this, please?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were.
Well, I'm not done yet. There's also some belief the idiom may have its origins in the early cost of postage in Britain, the 2-penny post, where 2 pennies was the normal charge sending a letter containing one's words and thoughts or feelings to someone. 2-penny post. How British, you know? Oh, look at that, Christiana Amanpour with a shmata on her head.
And everybody is telling us...
She's in Iran where they're having the big election today, and there's Christiana Amanpour with that shmata on. Oh, she's so phony baloney, that bitch.
Really?
My 2-penny post. Now, what were you going to say? 2 pence?
Yeah, my 2 pence. The British term.
How about My 3 Sons?
I used to love that show.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to watch the reruns.
I only loved it because Don Grady was on it. Oh, brother.
It was on Nick at Night.
He was doing Farrah Fawcett, by the way. She isn't dead yet, is she?
No, I don't think so.
She's right on the verge, right on the edge. Yeah, he was banging her.
Not too bad.
For her, yeah.
Back in the day.
I mean, she was attractive, but boy, he was just Don Grady. What was his name on the show? Rob?
I think so.
I don't know. Not that it makes any difference. It was Ernie, the goofy kid with the glasses. And who was the other one?
Chip.
Oh, yeah, Chip off the old block. Chip Carey. And then there was Rob. Wow. Don Grady. I bet you he's old and ugly now. And that goes to show you. All you good-looking young people, someday you'll be old and ugly. Oh, boy. And then you'll look in the mirror in the morning and say, how did I get like this? Have you ever looked at people and wondered, older people, like, 100, 60, 70, like me, old, and wondered what they looked like when they were younger?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not just what they looked like, but what they acted like. You look at some of these old farts who are like, yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about, the old yentas.
Yeah. Hey, it was just his birthday the other day, Donna Grady. June 8th, 1944, so that makes him, 65 years old.
Oh, can you imagine? Don Grady is 65 years old?
Yep.
How sad. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
I am calling from Cockfuck, Iowa.
All right. Put a pin in that one.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Yeah, I bet you have. It's one of those towns you drive through real fast, like Two-Egg. Ever been in Two-Egg, Florida?
No.
You haven't?
Nope.
It's like a stoplight. It's over by Panama City, in that part of the,
okay. The Redneck Riviera.
Neck of the woods. In that neck of the woods. There's a stoplight, and I don't even know if there's like a Denny's or something there. Oh, I do love Denny's, though. I'm going to get me that bacon cheeseburger next time I'm at Denny's. Okay, laugh. See, you're laughing at me.
I have no problem with Denny's. Really, I don't. I think it's okay, yeah.
When's the last time you were in there?
Denny's? Not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah. I do breakfast a lot.
Do you get that Grand Slam?
I get the moon over my hammy without the ham.
Ooh.
No, I usually just get eggs and hash browns and stuff.
Ugh. I was thinking about being a copycat and trying the vegetarian thing and see how long I could do it.
It's not for everyone.
But it would be good for my health, though.
I'm
Lose
sure.
some weight.
Yeah.
The only problem is it's all carbs. It's not refined carbs, but it's all carbs.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, there's very little protein and a lot of carbohydrates. The last thing I need is more carbs. Killer carbs, baby. They will kill you. They will put you in the ground. Well, I'm still here. That's the amazing part of it. Still alive. 508 votes on the poll. 26 say compelling, and only 16 disaster. So George may be not having time to come in today.
Maybe not.
Or maybe he will. Maybe he'll pop in around noon.
Wow, My 3 Sons was on for 12 seasons.
Yeah.
300...
William Frawley and William Demarest, they were the two grandpas, right?
Yep. Fred McMurray.
Yeah, Fred McMurray. Boy, he was... Now, you talk about a guy who was boring. He had boring stamped on his forehead, Fred McMurray. Every role that he ever played, I mean, that was just him. In fact, he was in a great movie, The Caine Mutiny, and, everybody else in the movie was, like, scintillating. Van Johnson was even good in that movie, and the real good-looking kid, what the hell was his name? I don't remember his name. Robert Francis. And, of course, Humphrey Bogart was great in that movie. And Jose Ferrer was great in that movie. But Fred McMurray was, he was just the same. He just never changed. He was as bland as tapioca pudding. You agree?
Yes, I do.
Very boring guy. Now, you talk about a guy that went a long way with very little talent. Because when you're an actor or actress, you've got to have, like, some oomph, some pizzazz, some something. Something. And all he had was bland. He was not very compelling.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Leader, 560 QAM.
Right now, the Home Depot has a Ryobi One Plus starter kit for just $89. Save $20 and get an 18-volt cordless drill, circular saw, 2 rechargeable batteries, a 1-hour charger, and a bag to keep it all in. Holes will be drilled and boards will be cut with the Ryobi One Plus starter kit for just $89. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. U.S. only through June 22nd while supplies last. See store for details.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm a character guy. A little bit of a prima donna. A little bit of a diva. What the hell's Joe Rose doing now?
I will not tongue a guy, but I will kiss a man.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings 6 to 10.
Oh, boy.
560 QAM. Jim Mandich is on.
South Florida's sports leader.
Late in a game, in the playoffs, a slight breeze sends Kobe to the line. He gets the calls. You got to go all the way back to Michael Jordan.
Weekday afternoons 4 to 7. 560 QAM. QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM today from 5 until 7 at the Pine Hooters for a Dog Days of Summer party. Come out to get registered to become a lucky dog and for a shot at that $300,000 house. All that and QAM prizes, too. Hooters located on the southeast corner of Pines and University and Pembroke Pines.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Orlando Alzagari happens.
The Plaxico Burress story about saying that, yeah, he would like to play for the Dolphins. I told you that he wouldn't. Maybe they could sign Plax and Dante Stallworth as well
And switch to a run-over-and-shoot offense.
The Big O. Afternoons 2 to 4. 560 QAM. WQAM, the Hard Rock Cafe and the Daily Bread Food Bank are teaming up to do some good for the neighborhood. And we need your help.
All this week, we'll be conducting an on-air auction of sports and music memorabilia, with the proceeds benefiting the Daily Bread Food Bank, which feeds the South Florida homeless.
With today's economy, more and more families are finding themselves in dire need.
Tune into the Big Dog for sports-related items, like a Dan Marino autographed football, and to the Big O for some great rock items, including a Motley Crue autographed guitar.
It's a charity Rock and Jock Week on Sports Radio 560.
WQAM.
The dog days of summer are here. This is your chance to become a lucky dog, which could land you a $300,000 doghouse.
That means a badass home, not a place for Sparky to chill in. QAM's giving you 3 ways to get registered to become one of 100 lucky dogs. Online at WQAM.com, on location during Dog Day appearances, and on air.
Just listen for the barking dog cue to call. When you hear it, be caller 5 at 800-227-0560. And you're automatically registered.
Plus, keep it locked for special Dog Day parties with the Big Dog Joe Rose and the Mad Dog Jim Mandich.
It's the QAM Dog Days of Summer from Hooters, the original American stimulus package. Calder Racecourse, the future of racing. Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union, where high mortgage payments are down for the count. Mike Ditka Resorts, where Florida scores vacations.
And Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Log on to WQAM.com and check out Strip Down Sports. It's hot chicks getting naked. Almost naked. Get Out of Bounds, a collection of videos with one goal, to make you laugh. It's the next best thing to hot chicks taking their clothes off. Well, most of their clothes. 560 QAM. Local talk.
Expert analysis.
This is South Florida's sports leader. 560 QAM.
It's Friday, you bastard.
Hey, basketball fans. What could be better than watching your favorite players slam dunk? How about watching them get dunked in the slammer? You can with the all-new NBA Criminal League. Yes, all your favorite players on the court are now in court. There's Kobe Bryant, Darrell Armstrong, Damon Stoudemire, Glenn Robinson, Chris Webber, Jerry Stackhouse, and, of course, Allen Iverson.
Iverson shoots. And he scores.
When all the NBA superstars are in lockdown, the action is locked up. The NBA Criminal League.
I'll tell you, with this much talent, it's going to be awful tough to pick the MVP, the most violent prisoner. Oh, Doctor.
They've gone from committing fouls to committing felonies, and you can be a material witness to all the drama with the NBA Criminal League.
See there, man? That's what I call a dead ball.
The NBA Criminal League.
I love these gangsters.
Oh, speaking of that, former NBA referee Tim Donaghy was attacked in prison by a fellow inmate.
Uh-oh.
Who claimed he had ties to the New York mob. The attacker hit Donahue in the right knee with a stick or club in November at a minimum security federal prison camp in Pensacola, said Pat Zaranek of Executive Prison Consultants. Donahue, who pleaded guilty in New York to conspiracy to engage in wire fraud and transmitting betting information through interstate commerce, is serving a 15-month sentence. Speaking of consultants, by the way, you'll never guess who I have another email from. Walter Sabo.
Okay.
Oh. You didn't want to hazard a guess?
No.
Oh. Anyway, subject, accuracy of Arbitron. Hi, Neil. I'm happy you value my services and will continue to serve you. I'll probably be getting a bill in the mail. As you know, I work hard to provide my clients the material they need to perform their jobs effortlessly. I'm not your client, Walter. Here's what I've done for the industry. I've had discussions with Arbitron. As a result, there's now a disclaimer that's on their websites. And that first word, we can't say it. I don't know why. Ratings are based on audience estimates and are the opinion of Arbitron, should not be relied on for precise accuracy or precise representatives of a demographic or radio market. I hope you have a great vacation, and rest assured your friendly neighborhood consultant will always be there for you. Walt. Kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
First it was that John, what's his name? What the hell is his name?
I forget.
The Stern antagonist from New York, from the formerly New York Post, foisted himself upon me and then got rid of him. And now Walter Sabo is injected. Of course, he's good buddies with your pal Joe, so.
That's what I hear.
Do you really? Birds of a feather screw it up together. Oh, they do. WQAM, hello. Now, look at that. Line 5 is ringing. QAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You call this number at, yesterday or today already, or what?
What?
You call this number.
Yeah.
You are Catholic?
Catholic?
Yeah.
Are you
George,
Catholic?
eres el cojonudo de QAM.
Yeah. That was great. That was on line 5.
Yeah. He thought we called him.
No, he didn't. That guy in the back, he calls all the time.
Oh. No, I played that from the DCS.
Oh, I thought that was another guy in the back. I thought it was like a tag team act.
No.
Oh, Christ. Well, that's disappointing. I thought we had like a real call on line 5. The phones are still all screwed up, by the way.
Yeah.
In case anybody out there is wondering, taking notes on the progress we're making or lack thereof. We are lack thereof. But I bet you by Monday maybe something is going to be working. So I guess maybe George is shining us and is not going to come in and participate in the show today. That's depressing. He'll probably come in with you, though, next week.
I hope so.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
He's certainly welcome anytime he wants.
Absolutely.
Joyce Kaufman, on the other hand, is not. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Joyce. Well, she's got her own thing there. She's probably got a better signal than we got.
Yeah, she does.
They got a pretty good signal there, 850. They don't have any audience, but they got a... And the audience that they do have, man, they're obsessed with her.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And good news, the new Teabag T-shirts are available on our website, in case you want one.
On whose website?
Kaufman's.
On Joyce Kaufman's website?
Yeah, they're peddling Teabag T-shirts.
Oh, how sad. How very sad. Are they doing the Herbert Hoover T-shirts, too? You know, a chicken in every pot and 2 cars in every garage?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, that's coming next. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, please.
Speaking.
Neil, I was going to tell you, basically, here's what it comes down to, I feel, on radio. You've had a tremendous run. You're still fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The industry is completely shot. I mean, like most corporate things, Neil, it's been watered down. It's been played out, and the true talent, the people who are the innovators, the people who shake things up and make things move, aren't wanted anymore. They want cookie-cutter things that they can control, and that's basically the way the industry is now.
They want cheap. That's the one thing they want is cheap. That's all they care about, cheap.
Neil, listen, if they could get the job done by 4 people for the price of 1, they're taking it. Have a good one, brother.
Okay, thanks. Kevin says, you still are the man. Do not listen to the haters. Have a great vacation next week. Enjoy. Sorry to be short. I have to get out to Dolphin Camp. And then he's got yuck, yuck, yuck.
Mini camp.
Mini camp. Get it right, Kevin. Get out to Dolphin Mini Camp. Ricky says, all you need to know about Tampa is that Pollo Tropical failed until they closed and reopened as Tropical Chicken. Bunch of backwoods rednecks on the West Coast. No kidding, Ricky. Ricky loves the show, by the way, he says.
Oh, good.
He's the one. Hey, listen, we still got a couple people out there. Now, how are we doing with those online listeners?
I will log on to that right now.
Let's make that a regular part of the show now.
Okay.
Since Walter Sabo told Arbitron that their system blows. Attaboy, Walt.
Man, my computer's moving really slow. Here we go.
It's going slow?
Very.
Now, what computer have you got? Are you working? Well, not the one that I bought.
No, I have Fat Chris's old computer.
Oh, boy, Fat Chris's old computer. Did he pee on it for you?
I hope not. Right now, 392 people online.
Yeah.
Listening online.
Friday is always down a little bit. I don't know why.
Right. Well, at 8 a.m. we had 120.
Oh. 8 a.m. we had 120, and now we got 392, and we always go up at noon. Be sure to remind me at noon. We'll check it again.
Okay.
It says Fred McMurray was the Perry Como of actors. Well put. Very well put. Perpetual coma. Chip was Don Grady's brother. If you go to Don's homepage, he has undated pics. Undated pecs. Oh, boy. As a young man, well, what years was that show on? I hate to make you go back to that again, My Three Sons.
It started in 1960 and ran for 12 years.
So in 1960, I would have been 18.
Yeah, I would have been, not born.
You would have been what?
Not born yet.
Not born in 1960? That's only 49 years ago. How old are you?
41.
41?
Yeah.
Boy, you're getting pretty old.
I know.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
Don Grady pics. Where's the Don Grady naked pictures from 1962? I want to see those. CT says, just read an article about the state of Florida's Operation Eagle Claw, which sought to raid marijuana grow houses over the past couple of days. This just infuriates me. It's such a joke that in this day and age, with the economy being what it is, that we haven't done away with the archaic enforcement of such a ridiculous law. In my opinion, the laws against marijuana are worse than the prohibition against alcohol. To this day, no one has ever overdosed on pot, nor do you ever hear about someone smoking a joint, jumping into a car, and killing a family. Why can't we legalize and tax the damn plant already? Yeah! It's the most hypocritical, repressive law we have in this country, considering nearly half the population smokes, including many of the police, lawyers, judges, correction officers that must then interact with the offenders. Don't mean to vent so much, but damn it, that froths my ass, says CT. Oh! Anyway, have a great weekend. Enjoy the break. Okay, I will.
I'm with him.
Well, who the hell isn't? Except a bunch of retarded right-wing... And you know, the interesting part of it is that the Republicans who are into small government, they should be all for legalizing or at least decriminalizing pot.
Billions and billions and billions of lost revenue by not taxing it.
And, of course, it's a cottage industry. You do understand that. The reason the DEA is still in existence is because it's a self-perpetuating piece of crap. If they decriminalize all of these things, then there's no need for the DEA, and all these people are going to be out on their ass. Yeah, out of work. SOL. On the beach. Dow is down 12.5 points. Nothing to get psychotic about yet.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Leader. 560 QA. QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM Steve Goldstein and a Daily Bread Food Bank this Sunday from noon until 3 at the Hard Rock Cafe for Founders Day. We have teamed up to raise food for the South Florida homeless. And with today's economy, many families have found themselves in distress and in desperate need of help. Please bring canned food goods or money to the Hard Rock Cafe and help us do some good for the neighborhood. The Hard Rock Cafe is located inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com.
My heart beats like crazy. My palms sweat, and the vibrations become intense.
Katie Jensen is under the influence of Tom, her volunteer drum teacher.
Oh, that sounds great, Katie.
Spending one afternoon a month with neighborhood kids like Katie, Tom helps them stay away from drugs. Share a skill, a passion, a hobby with kids in your community, and you can make a big difference. That's because kids who enjoy a regular positive activity with an adult are less likely to begin using drugs or alcohol. Be a coach, a mentor, a volunteer. No matter what it is, you have something to offer.
All right. Katie, you rock.
Log on to helpyourcommunity.org or call 877-KIDS-313 and be an influence on the kids in your community. Brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy and the Ad Council.
I can't explain the day-to-day agony and humiliation of being a drug addict. Drugs controlled and destroyed my life and made me do things I never imagined myself doing. I had no pride, integrity, or peace of mind, not even a little. I came to Narconon a broken mess. I had lied to myself for so long that I started to believe there really was no hope. I told myself that I was a drug addict, and that somehow justified my wasted life. Today I have no words to explain the difference in my life. Narconon has taught me how to live again and restored my faith in myself. I have peace of mind. No longer do the drugs call me or haunt my dreams. I am successful, happy, and I have a future. I can look people in the eye and be proud. I can smile and enjoy even the smallest of simple pleasures. Narconon has made me whole again.
Are drugs affecting your family or a friend? Call Narconon at 1-800-468-6933. That's 1-800-468-6933 or log on stopaddiction.com.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm ready to go. I've had enough coffee for you, your family, and myself.
Sometimes I say stupid things. Stupid things.
Wow, she is really pretty.
Oh, shh. That was dumb.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings, 6 to 10.
Holy smokerooskies.
560 QAM.
Tune in and turn it up. This afternoon from 4 to 7, it's the Mad Dog, Jim Mandich, on South Florida's sports leader, 560 QAM.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Orlando Alzagari happens.
I do have a problem with a guy that's a cheater. And this is the message you're sending the kids now. That it's all right to cheat because you can get to records and you're going to be allowed to go to the All-Star game.
The Big O. Afternoons 2 to 4.
That's bogus.
560 QAM. WQAM, the Hard Rock Cafe, and the Daily Bread Food Bank are teaming up to do some good for the neighborhood. And we need your help.
All this week, we'll be conducting an on-air auction of sports and music memorabilia, with the proceeds benefiting the Daily Bread Food Bank, which feeds the South Florida homeless.
With today's economy, more and more families are finding themselves in dire need.
Tune into the Big Dog for sports-related items, like a Dan Marino autographed football, and to the Big O for some great rock items, including a Motley Crue autographed guitar.
It's a charity Rock and Jock Week on Sports Radio 560.
WQAM. We have Joe Rose, we have Jim Mandich, and we have Kim Bocampbell.
A football town, your football station.
And South Florida's sports leader.
560 QAM.
It's Friday, you bastard.
Okay, all right, everybody, welcome back to KFC and Oprah's Chicken Riot. And you're not getting any free chicken, and you're not getting any free chicken. Neither are you. Nope, you're not getting any either. And you're not getting any free chicken. No way, don't even try it. Nobody's getting any free chicken.
I'll be damned. That Oprah, what a bitch, huh? 11:30 at 560 WQAM. Happy Friday to you. Dolphin minicamp today, man. We got Big O and Mad Dog from minicamp this afternoon. Are you whipped up about that? You guys starting to smell it? Get the fever?
Oh, yeah.
Michael says the guy that said Pollo Tropical failed and got renamed in Tampa is absolutely incorrect, sir. There are currently two Pollo Tropicals in Tampa, one in St. Pete. They are both named Pollo Tropical, and they've got a bunch of rude Cubans working there, just like in Miami. Tampa has a rednecky reputation, but at least people speak English here and are nice to each other, says Michael. Oh, he's in Tampa. Poor baby. Well, you like it there. I still don't get that.
I do.
Maybe they could build you a studio in Tampa. Wouldn't that be interesting? Toronto to Tampa to Miami.
That'd be awesome.
Tickers to Evers to Chance. How's Bobby Shantz doing? He's still alive? Before your time, Bobby Shantz. Pitcher. Yankees.
Okay.
How about that Game 7 tonight, baby? Red Wings and Penguins. Everybody's all whipped up about that. Had one call about that. What's your take? What do you think? I don't know. And I don't really care. Just get it over with already. What time the Leafs playing? Oh, and guess who's playing here tonight?
Who?
The Marlins.
Oh, that's right.
Am I right? This weekend the Marlins are in Toronto to play the Blue Jays?
That is correct.
Boy, that could be ugly for the Marlins. Blue Jays are playing pretty good. And is Doc Holliday pitching tonight? Am I correct, or did I dream that?
Good question. I can check.
Oh, there's NHL on the fly with a Tim Hortons spot. Ooh, that looked bad.
I know. Some things are just meant to be together. Tim Hortons hot breakfast sandwich.
Oh, that looks nasty. I'll tell you, if food looks bad on TV, you don't eat it in real life.
That is true.
No, seriously, if they can't even make it look good, if they can't airbrush it and make it look good on TV, then forget about it.
Oh, George is calling me.
Huh?
George is calling me. Hang on.
Maybe George is coming in. Or maybe George is giving you some lame-ass excuse about, oh, geez, I got an appointment I got a meeting. Yeah. Maybe he's got a job interview. We sure don't want to interrupt that. Barry says, I agree with you about religion. Even though its expression, thank God, is a ridiculous expression, I always say thank goodness. Well, what difference does it make, Barry? Now you're nitpicking, man. Thank God. Thank...
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, who cares? I've said that on the air, and people will call and say, oh, gee, you're supposed to be an atheist, but we heard it slipped out. Yeah, it slipped out.
George will be here in a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There you go, boys and girls. Now, does he know he's leading the poll? I'll wait for him to come in there, and it'll make him feel good.
Yeah.
It'll make him feel bad, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
Scott in Pinellas Park says, KSFO fired Michael Savage. He makes David Gold seem liberal. Mike Thompson would feel at home at that station. That station is infamous for being the home of right-wing nutballs. KSFO in San Francisco. I just don't get it.
Tonight it's Ricky Nolasco versus Halliday.
Oh, my God, the Doc.
Yeah, 10-1. Oof.
He is going to shut down some Marlin ass tonight, I think. But we'll see. Who cares? Do I really care? No.
No.
Am I going to go and see all day? How many Marlin fans do you think will be there tonight in Toronto?
About 30, man.
At the Rogers Center. So George is going to be in there in a minute?
He's parking right now.
All right. Has he got his own parking space out there?
Yeah. It's called Visitor.
Here's one that says, what's the name of the Brazilian steakhouse that was part of Neil's Deals, and where is their location in West Sunrise? The Brazilian Steakhouse. Well, George will know when he comes in. Right?
Absolutely. I mean...
Absolutely.
Scott says, I literally live across the street from the Pollo Tropical in Pinellas Park, just like being back in South Florida. Wife and I eat there at least twice a week. Yeah, I like Pollo Tropical just fine. They used to be one of our fine sponsors once upon a time, and used to bring us food back in the day. Back in those days when we could get food brought in and eat on the air and get, what's his name, all bent out of shape? What's the guy's name? I forget his name.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy who gets, all his emails are about eating on the air. Oh, it's disgusting, and it's this and that and the other. TTOT, this, that, and the other thing. In Shelby, Montana. WQAM, hello.
Ask George how the city bus ride.
Go away. Go away. Don't go away, man. Just go away. 567-0560 and pound 560 on the Verizon and AT&T wireless line. I don't know what the deal is there with lines 8, 9, 10, and 11. How that is working.
I don't know.
And I do know the deal with lines 1 through 7 is that 1 is the only one that rings.
Right.
That's that toll-free number for the whole USA. 1-877-785-6345. We had a call yesterday, one from Connecticut that we didn't want. And then what else did we get?
Tennessee.
One from Tennessee, allegedly. One from Jacksonville. I wonder if it works in Tampa. If it works in Tennessee, it must work in Tampa, wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
Maybe Scott will call us from Pinellas Park, or one of our other 3 or 4 Tampa listeners. We got a few people over there.
Yeah.
WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I decided to have Pollo Tropical because you're having lunch right now. Thank you, sir.
What did he say?
He said, thanks for the suggestion for Pollo Tropical. He's having lunch right now.
Oh, okay. No extra charge, sir. No charge.
Hey, look who it is.
George is in there.
Oh,
I can tell.
I got to give him headphones, though, because of this system. So
you got to give him what?
I got to give him my headphones, so I'm gonna move aside.
I didn't hear the last part of that. George!
Yeah, move aside. Let me have this seat.
Yeah, shove his ass out of there.
I did.
Get your seat back.
He's just standing there drinking water now. All right, I'm taking over. Wow, it's colorful in here. Look at all the colors.
How do you like the new studio? Too bad nothing works, but
it's very nice.
It looks pretty good,
two TVs, so you can have porn on one.
Yeah, yesterday we didn't have any TVs. They just put that in because they knew you were showing up today.
It was very handy.
So how you doing, George?
I'm doing all right. So far. I mean,
when you start on 8:50?
I don't have a job yet. As soon as they can convince corporate that I'm money, because that's all everybody says that they care about, money, that I can make money for them.
Oh, you want money?
But it's a scary thing. No. I got a great pitch, but it's a very scary pitch. I think I'm going about it the wrong way. I think that if I go into these radio stations and say, I'll cost you a lot of money, and you'll get very low ratings and revenue, then I'll get hired right away, just like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm going about it the wrong way, because I say, hey, look, I'm a bargain. I've got all these clients with me. I'm only going to ask for this much, and or we'll work something out, like I'll work for food or something, and I have all these clients with me, and they're like, I don't know. So I'm talking to those people, and I'm talking to the James Crystal people at the same time, and... there's excitement.
What do you mean at the same time? I thought those are the James Crystal people, 850.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the other people, too, at the ticket.
Across the street, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, those people.
Those people.
God.
Sure. All the people inside the building want me to go to work there, but they have corporate people also that have that. I don't know. Money, I don't know. We'd rather spend a lot and make a little.
You mean like Howard Davis?
Yeah. Well, no, he's all for it. He's all for it. They have their own corporate people. He's not corporate.
Oh, I see.
He's the general manager. Everybody
not
inside.
Like Dennis Collins.
Everybody
Dennis Collins got his finger in it?
I don't know who that is. Is he the...
He's from Lincoln Financial.
Oh, okay,
well then
that's the guy. He's the guy that seems to be afraid of money and a profit margin.
Oh, my God. Dennis Collins, he was the one that was standing out in front of the building when we did the snooze cruise on IOD. Remember that?
No.
You don't?
I mean, I remember the snooze cruise, but I don't remember him being the guy standing in front of the building.
He was the one standing out in front when we put the tombstone on front of the building.
Well, don't say anything bad about him. I want all these people to like me. Everybody's
we
great.
love Dennis Collins. He's one of the brilliant radio minds of all time, I would say.
I'm not going to say a bad thing about anybody. I do want to say this, though. I had some things, like from day one, from starting the day after that I was overhearing when I would pop the show on. Remember how we used to think that some of the fake emailers were inside a radio station?
Yes.
Or knew someone inside a radio station?
Yes.
Where's the thing over here?
Yeah.
No. Not even close. The things that I heard from the fake emailers were were so ridiculous, beyond description, and just wrong, just plain out wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Everything. Every time that you read an email saying, I heard that George was talking, or this one, George was in, anything that you read from someone that heard something about me and who I was talking to was complete BS. Could not be more wrong.
But you'll be thrilled to know that I'm getting real emails from the real Walter Sabo every day now.
Well, I might have to call him, so be nice to him, too.
Oh, I'm being nice because he's the one that's telling Arbitron that their numbers are full of crap. Are you following this new thing?
Yeah, whatever. It's like, I don't buy it, but then, what are you going to do? This is what you're saddled with.
Well, your buddy Joe is buying it, baby. Oh, you're number 24 in your demo. If I was you, if you cared about the show, you'd give up your summer vacation. You'd give up your,
Joe's great. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody until I get my severance check.
That's not true. After the break, you will. After the break, you're going to let it all loose.
Will I?
You got nothing to lose. You're not coming back to this place.
No, until I get my severance.
Consider yourself very lucky on that.
Until I get my severance check.
Oh, you don't have your severance check yet?
No, there was some tweaking, but I think we're all done tweaking, and I'm going to have it. There's a waiting period. I have to wait and tweak, and now I think we're all done waiting and tweaking.
Okay, let's do the break. George is with us and is going to stick around all the way till 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, where do you fire this break off?
What?
What do you do with the mouse? I got to do it with the mouse?
You got to do what with the mouse? By the way, our phones don't work. I mean, sporadically, you'll see one. They're just all screwed up. Flea will explain it to you.
Okay.
And my dump butt doesn't work either. But other than that, everything is great. And we finally fixed it. Got rid of that horrible noise on the station in Dade County.
I heard that. That was good.
11:41 at 560 WQAM, the most comfortable... What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Are you stepping on my spot?
Go ahead.
The most comfortable mattresses on earth are just one easy phone call away at 1-800-MATTRESS. And now is a great time to save big bucks during the Simmons Spring Spectacular. While supplies last, save up to $400 off Simmons Beauty Rest World Class mattress sets, starting at just $749. Let me say it again, only $749. So if you've been putting off a mattress purchase, now is the time to call 1-800-MATTRESS for the best selection in all sizes and comfort levels. At 1-800-MATTRESS, no stores means more savings for you, and there's never been a better time to get a great deal on a great mattress at the lowest price ever. Just another reason why now is the time to call the locally owned and operated 1-800-MATTRESS and choose when you want delivery, when it's convenient for you. You pick the 2-hour window any day, 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., all with the industry best 30-night in-home comfort trial. So just do what I've been doing for a long, long time, and what everybody at QM does. Call 1-800-MATTRESS today and guarantee yourself a great night's sleep for years and years to come. The one and only Dial-A-Mattress, mattress.com on the web, or just call them toll-free, 1-800-MATTRESS. 1-800-MATTRESS. Leave off the last S because it stands for Stupendous Savings.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's Sports Leader, 560 QAM.
Are you an experienced professional ready to take your career to the next level? Gain the leadership skills you need to succeed with an MBA from the University of Miami's prestigious School of Business Administration. The UM MBA for Working Professionals program begins in July. And with classes on Monday evenings and Saturday mornings, the Working Professionals program enables you to earn the UM MBA without interrupting your career. It's not too late to attend classes beginning in July. Scholarships are available. Call today for more details. 305-284-2510. That's 305-284-2510.
There is no better, and I mean no better feeling than hearing the truth. You know, some ads, they stretch the truth to get you to buy this or try that. Max Muscle does not play that game. Our job, truly maximize your health, your strength, and your entire physical appearance. Here's some truthful news about creatine. Not only does creatine maximize your strength and endurance, it contributes to memory and brain function and supports your immune system. If you want to act on the truth, go to maxmuscle.com. Find out about CX3. That's a scientifically engineered creatine that increases your energy, improves your performance, and adds muscle safely. Something we could all use. A little more muscle. Max Muscle can get you started and save you 20% on CX3, and all you got to do is go to maxmuscle.com, print that coupon, then hit that store locator, and believe me, you're going to get a serving of the truth when you walk through the door of a Max Muscle store.
Is here at the all-new CompUSA. Get your converter box or upgrade to an HD TV. We've got outrageous deals at all 7 South Florida stores. How about Toshiba's 46-inch full high-def HD TV, just $9.99. Or grab a deal on Sharp's 32-inch HD TV, just $4.99. Special purchase on a 19-inch famous brand HD TV for just $179. Deals are unbeatable. Go to CompUSA.com for the South Florida store near you.
You're listening to South Florida's Sports Leader.
South Florida's Sports Leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm a character guy. A little bit of a prima donna, a little bit of a diva. What the hell's Joe Rose doing now?
I will not tongue a guy, but I will kiss a man.
The Big Dog, weekday mornings 6 to 10. 560 QAM.
If you're not listening to the Big O, then you're missing out on these great guests.
Tim Kirchner from ESPN. Any shot our Florida Marlins will be in the shopping mode.
I don't think the Marlins are going to get anyone of significance, as we know they're a small market team, not a lot of money to deal with, and they have to be a solid contender who needs that one player to get them into the playoffs, and I don't think they're in that position.
Orlando Alzagari, weekday afternoons 2 to 4, 560 QAM.
You're listening to South Florida's Sports Leader.
South Florida's Sports Leader.
Where Jim Mandich happens.
I'm not from Weenieville. I'm not from Sissyland, okay? You got to butch up and you got to compete. I am waist deep in a toilet.
The Mad Dog.
Because I don't trust one of those bastards. They are in the water. They are peeing.
Weekday afternoons 4 to 7.
All right.
560 QAM.
Joe Rose morning.
Holy smokes.
Jim Mandich afternoon. And you're home of the Miami Dolphins.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
This is South Florida's Sports Leader.
Oh, my gosh.
560 QAM.
It's Friday, you bastards.
I watch the TV and it's flu talk all the time. For stupid rumors, you can go online. Just wash your hands, relax, and you'll be fine. Don't want to whine, but I'm sick of swine. Oh, this is just what the cable networks do. Try throwing a pandemic panic into you. Well, after all, we're only talking about the flu. They fill their time. I'm sick of swine. We just went through this with the bird flu. I thought we'd all be getting mad cow too. What's the next crisis they'll subject us to? Just give them time. I'm sick of swine. Just give them time. I'm sick of swine.
13 till noon at 560 WQAM. George is with us, making a guest appearance.
Yeah, I just took over I mean, there's nowhere else for anybody to sit, really. There's no other microphone.
No, it's
need headphones,
half-assed.
so Lee can take
Wait
a break.
till you hear how the calls sound here.
Where's the dump
QAM,
button,
hello.
though?
Hello?
Yes.
Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, I may have to take up speaker. Could you hold on a second? Hold on, sorry. Hold on. Hey, I just left Harry Callis's grave in Philadelphia.
And
I don't know. I missed you guys, man. I moved up here from Austin, Miami, just in August. And I check your website sometimes, but I thought you'd be interested. I took some pictures. People leave their little homages over
I'd
there.
be interested in what? Harry Callis's grave?
I don't know. Everybody's like, you know.
Oh, my God. I guarantee he's not any more boring now in death than he was in life. Harry Callis. See, we get George on here, and right away they're calling in about Cockerai. You'll be pleased to know, though, they miss you badly. 573 votes on the poll. What's your take on the show? I miss George, 193.
Good.
Far and away the leading category on the poll. They miss you badly.
Well, I miss me, too.
I love the calls being back, 73. Yeah, Monday I brought the calls back. Oh, and the phones don't work, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
It's the show is fine, 67. It's okay, 57. It's weak, 46. What show, 43. It's great, 42. It's compelling, 33. And it's a disaster, 19. So you got 193 votes. You got a third of the votes.
I think this microphone is new. It's very crunchy. Either that or it's the headphones.
You sound fine to me.
It's very
You sound
nice.
just like you.
It's a pretty studio.
Is it?
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't work too
They
good.
set it
but
up exactly the way I wanted them to.
Nevertheless. Mike says, this is the most energetic I've heard George in months. Love hearing his voice again on the air and full of life. George, all the best and good luck. Screw all the bashers, says Mike. Chronic Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound energetic.
Yeah, well, I've been rested. Although I've been busy.
Yeah.
I want to hear other things that I want to say. Thank you, all the people writing a lot of really nice emails. That's all great, and I get to them when I can in the evening and things like that. But there are obviously a lot of people come to find out. You know, you find out things in life. A lot of people I probably shouldn't have given my cell phone number to.
Yes.
Who mean really well. Who are waking me up like really early in the morning to see how I'm doing. And these aren't people that own or manage a radio station. These aren't people that are prospective sponsors going to bring me a bag of money. These aren't people that have a vagina that want to do anything to. You know, these are just like ugly men.
How do you know they don't have a vagina?
Because they're ugly men.
Oh, well, they might.
And they're calling to see how I'm doing. To check
At
up
home?
on me, to see how
They're
I'm
calling
doing.
on your cell phone?
They're calling me on my cell phone to see how I'm doing. The answer to
that
just
sucks.
here's the official answer that I shouldn't have to repeat. How I'm doing is I'm unemployed, and I'm looking for a job, and I'm looking for sponsors to help me get a job, and in between, I'm looking for a good time. So if you're not...
I was doing a lot better before the phone rang.
So if you're not coming at me with one of those things, go leave me alone. Don't wake me up. Because that's one of the benefits of being unemployed is you get to sleep in, or at least I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be able to sleep in.
Well, they care about you. They
Oh,
miss you
yeah,
and
they
love
really
you.
care. Like, hey, I'm unemployed. That's all I'm doing. That's how I'm doing.
Anyway, the Brazilian place that the other emailer was asking about was Texas de Brazil. Thanks, Laura. It's excellent. Did we have that on the Neil deal, Texas de Brazil?
No.
Well, why not?
I don't know. We had Fuego Vivo, which was great.
Well, somebody asked about this, and Laura said it's Texas de Brazil. It's excellent. It's a chain, Brazilian place, Brazilian steakhouse. I don't know where there is one, but I'm sure somebody will either call in or fax in or email in or something. Here's one from some goofball in Boca with a phone number and no name. Neil, did George do the appearance with LeBastard at the Clevelander? Can he tell us? Inquiring minds want to know. Hi, George.
No, I didn't. And I heard all these rumors. Here's the other thing. Everything that you hear from anyone is wrong. There's a nice little rule. You can write that on your wrist or something. If you hear it from a caller or an emailer, it's wrong. I heard that, too. You're going to be at the Clevelander? Says who? When? Since when? Nobody told me that. They haven't hired me.
That was circulated by the fake Barry Jackass.
Right. They haven't hired me over there. The people inside the building would very much like me to go to work there. They just have to convince their bosses that it's a good idea.
Well, how long is that going to take?
It might take forever. Might not happen. You know. Corporate. You know about corporate?
Well, you heard the Sid Rosenberg rumors, right?
They're not rumors. That's what I heard.
September 26th, that's the day after his non-compete ends.
Uh-huh.
He is allegedly coming over here.
Well, he's gonna cost money and get low ratings and revenue. So of course they're gonna hire him.
That's our George. He still hasn't changed.
Oh! Yeah, it's funny because
if they like it, it's going to suck and it's going to fail. That's George's line.
In that order.
Are you knocking our management again?
No. Listen,
please go right ahead.
Like, this is the only place that seems to be an epidemic. It's the way of the world.
Go ahead.
Anyway, this email from Don says, please, no, Sid Rosenberg, he blows. QM should put Mandich at 2, bring Labastard over 4 to 7. Put on a flunky from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m., and then put on Phil from 1 to 4 a.m. Please, no, Sid, he blows. He blows. Signed, Sid's mother, it says. And a 5-year-old who could run QM much better than that idiot Joe Bell. Oh, they're picking on Jolly Joe again. Boy, he hates me like poison. You wouldn't believe. You think
Joe?
that, huh?
He came in and shook my hand.
Today?
Today, just now.
He came in and shook your hand?
Just this morning.
And what did you say?
I said hi.
Hi, thanks for firing me?
Sure.
Thanks for ruining my life?
Not yet.
Did he bring you like a bag of food or something?
No, just a bag. His old bag.
Oh, God. You guys are pretty chummy face to face.
Hey, it's just business.
Not personal.
So I brought in my portable hard drive to transfer my entire music collection over here to this computer.
Which we appreciate profusely, yeah.
My pleasure. And it ain't showing up, so I don't know what to do. Hey, engineering.
What do you mean by that?
Lee said that it wasn't reading his thumb drive either, so there's a problem with this computer reading external drives, and so, this sucks, because Lee cleaned out a whole bunch of things in here, and I...
Oh, no.
Got this all ready to go, and, so hey, Steph.
Yeah. Well, engineering's got a bunch of issues,
I heard this. I've been hearing these.
We've got many technical issues. In other words, the move into this new building was a little premature evaluation.
Yeah, I heard that, too.
Yeah, a little premature. But nevertheless...
So can I thank Ponytail for letting me host a party there last night?
Sure.
Hey, thanks, Jeff, at the Pizza Loft for letting me host a going-away party for a couple of my biatches last night.
A going-away party for them?
For a couple of my girls, yeah.
I see. And now, did you get paid to do this, or what? What's the deal?
No.
Because I heard you were DJing or something. I don't know.
Well, if you heard it, it was wrong. No, I am. I'm a fake DJ at clubs and rave-like scenes and things like that. That part's true. I'm a fake DJ.
But are you getting paid for that?
No. I'm apprenticing. I might have to do that for a living now.
Oh my God! What's that?
Well, it's kind of like when I did the show with you. I didn't get paid, but I learned a lot.
Wow.
This thing.
So nobody's bringing you by bags of money? All these people are giving me instructions what I should be doing, and I keep saying, how come if you're so worried about George, why don't you bring him a bag of money?
Right. Well, I am getting some sponsors. That's good. I need to find some people that have radio stations that would like some money, that would like some sponsors, and would like some advertisers on their radio station. I haven't found any yet. I'm talking to a couple people, and they're like, I don't know. Although that Steve Lappa seems like a really nice guy. I've been talking to him.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Had a few conversations with him.
What Norma Kant said about him, everything he touches turns to crap.
No, I don't know. I don't know what Norm says about him. But it's probably wrong.
Because that Norma, she's doing a hell of a job for me.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, oh yeah. My life isn't worth 4 cents. But I show up every day, and after today, I'm on vacation for a week, and then I come back for my summer schedule.
Sure, this board sure is spiffy.
Is it?
It is. It's very glitzy. All digital.
And we have no guest mic?
No.
But wait till you're line 1. QAM, hello. I would have thought that a whole bunch of people would have called in to say hi to you now, since they miss you so badly. But the phones are all screwed up, and they don't roll over. And lines 1 through 7 are that toll-free number,
Yeah.
It's a mess. QAM, hello.
Have you signed up for unemployment?
Oh, God.
Yeah, actually, the second day after. I haven't gotten my direct deposit yet, but I did sign up.
QAM, hello.
Hey, I'm just calling in to see how George is doing. Just kidding. Hey, George, I'm so happy that you're there. Hello?
Hello, yeah.
I'm so happy you're there, and it sounds like Neil is energized because his old buddy is back. And I have an idea. Instead of doing fundraisers for Camilla's house and what you used to do, let's just do one for George's salary, and we'll all kick in. I'll start, and we'll get George back on the air, and we'll hire him.
Okay, how much are you going to put in the kitty, pal?
I'll put $100 right now. I don't care.
Okay, thanks. Bring it over. Small bills. Yeah, that's a hell of a good idea. We could put you out on the corner there, 441 and Ives Dairy Road, with to hell with those damn homeless voice bastards.
I'll bring some goons to club the homeless voice people, get them out of the intersection.
Yeah, push them out of the way and get out there on the corner of further north. Where is it? Where you make the turn to go to the turnpike?
Sure. Well, that's a good place, 441.
Get out there on 441 with a big 10-gallon hat, and everybody come by and bring George a big sack of money.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Well, here we go again.
On South Florida's sports leader, 560 QAM. QAM 360. What to do and where to go.
Join WQAM Steve Goldie Goldstein and a Daily Bread Food Bank this Sunday from noon until 3 at the Hard Rock Cafe for Founders Day. We have teamed up to raise food for the South Florida homeless. And with today's economy, many families have found themselves in distress and in desperate need of help. Please bring canned food goods or money to the Hard Rock Cafe and help us do some good for the neighborhood. The Hard Rock Cafe is located inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
For more information on these and all other promotions and appearances, log on to WQAM.com.
The dog days of summer are here. This is your chance to become a lucky dog, which could land you a $300,000 doghouse. That means a badass home, not a place for Sparky to chill in. QAM's giving you 3 ways to get registered to become one of 100 lucky dogs. Online at WQAM.com, on location during dog day appearances, and on air. Just listen for the barking dog cue to call. When you hear it, be caller 5 at 800-227-0560. And you're automatically registered. Plus, keep it locked for special dog day parties with the big dog Joe Rose and the mad dog Jim Mandich. It's the QAM Dog Days of Summer from Hooters, the original American stimulus package. Calder Racecourse, the future of racing. Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union, where high mortgage payments are down for the count. Mike Ditka Resorts, where Florida scores vacations. And Sports Radio 560 QAM. WQAM, the Hard Rock Cafe, and the Daily Bread Food Bank are teaming up to do some good for the neighborhood. And we need your help.
All this week, we'll be conducting an on-air auction of sports and music memorabilia, with the proceeds benefiting the Daily Bread Food Bank, which feeds the South Florida homeless.
With today's economy, more and more families are finding themselves in dire need.
Tune into the Big Dog for sports-related items, like a Dan Marino autographed football, and to the Big O for some great rock items, including a Motley Crue autographed guitar.
It's a charity Rock and Jock Week on Sports Radio 560.
WQAM.
You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Joe Rose happens.
I'm ready to go. I've had enough coffee for you, your family, and myself. Sometimes I say stupid things. Stupid things. Wow, she is really pretty. Oh, shh. That was dumb.
The Big Dog. Weekday mornings, 6 to 10.
Holy smokerooskies.
560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Orlando Elzagari happens.
The Plaxico Burress story about saying that, yeah, he would like to play for the Dolphins. I told you that he wouldn't. Maybe they could sign Plax and Dante Stallworth as well and switch to a run-over-and-shoot offense.
The Big O. Afternoons 2 to 4. 560 QAM. You're listening to South Florida's sports leader.
South Florida's sports leader.
Where Jim Mandich happens.
Go talk to Oprah Winfrey, okay? You need a session on Dr. Phil. We're doing sports talk here. We're in the locker room, Pally. It is Ringling Brothers. It's Marx Brothers meet Three Stooges around here.
The Mad Dog. Weekday afternoons 4 to 7.
Strap it up, Coach. I'm going in.
560 QAM.
Log on to WQAM.com and check out Strip Down Sports. It's hot chicks getting naked. Almost naked. Get Out of Bounds, a collection of videos with one goal, to make you laugh. It's the next best thing to hot chicks taking their clothes off. Well, most of their clothes. 560 QAM.